So my friends, today we're taking a look at the LG QNED EVO QNED9M. This is LG's latest premium mini LED TV, and it's wireless, clutter-free, and designed for the cinema and gaming lovers amongst you. Now in this review, I'll walk you through the setup process of this wireless box, the picture quality, sound, and all of the smart features. Now, one of the biggest selling points is its wireless design, and instead of plugging all of your HDMI cables into the back of the TV, they go straight into the Zero Connect box, and then it connects wirelessly to the TV. When everything is plugged into the Zero Connect box, just turn the dial to the direction of the TV. Now, a red light means that you haven't got connection, a green light means the connection is okay, but the ideal is a blue light, and that will mean that you've got a strong connection. I've got mine set up on a unit on the opposite side of the room, and as you can see, it's some distance from the TV, but it's connecting without any issue at all. Now, LG do say that it doesn't actually have to have line of sight, although it is better with it, and it can even be in a unit. Certainly in my experience, I've had absolutely no dropouts from this at all. Now, you do still need to have power connected to the TV, but other than that, there's not a single cable in sight. And that means your Zero Connect box can just sit inside your cabinet on a table somewhere, giving you a perfect home cinema, clutter-free setup. No dangling cables, no messy rewiring, and compared to the hassle of keep on having to adjust, plug and unplug into a wired TV, this is just smooth and completely effortless. And sometimes those TVs are wall mounted like mine is, and actually I would need to take the TV off of the wall in order just to change an HDMI cable. So this is a perfect solution. Now, if you have got the option in your location, I definitely would recommend wall mounting this TV, because as you can see, it just sits so close to the wall, it almost hangs like a picture, and even though that this is a huge 86-inch screen, it just looks right on this wall and it doesn't look too big at all. So a combination of not having any wires hanging down and having those incredible slim bezels, only being a few centimeters deep, really gives this a premium finish to your location, and it looks brilliant. This year I've looked at a few of LG's QNED EVO TVs. Earlier in the year we looked at the 75-inch, and then very recently we looked at that huge 100-inch TV. Now this is still pretty big, and it would be perfect for a home cinema environment, because this is an 86-inch. It's the QNED9M, and it uses the same mini LED technology, which is one of the latest LCD advancements, delivering supreme brightness and contrast. Now, combined with the dynamic QNED colors are again incredibly vivid and accurate. And I really do think that this year, the one thing which has been consistent across all three of these TVs, which has just been so impressive, and the one thing that stood out with not just me but anyone else that's seen these TVs that I've had, is the colours. They've all made comments about how the colours look incredible. And I think that's probably down to the fact that these TVs this year are certified by Intratec. This is for 100% colour volume in the DCI P3 colour gamut. So every shade is reproduced exactly how it's intended. And you'll get to notice the fact that you're still getting deep blacks, but with bright highlights, and that's thanks to the advanced local dimming, which really brings HDR content to life. And it just leaves you with this cinematic feel, which again is just perfect for that home cinema environment. It just gives you the best parts of all of the different sides of the TV. The darkness, the shadows, the bright areas, all of these things create amazing content, and it just leaves you with a whole cinematic feel, which maybe I've not seen on other TVs in the past. This TV also does a fantastic job of upscaling, and that's down to the Alpha 9 AI processor. It upscales content to 4K and sharpens details using the pixel level precision. Now, whether you're streaming an older show or watching sports, it basically will enhance the clarity, the smoothness, and also the motion handling. So it makes everything just look that little bit sharper, and hopefully creates a more immersive environment. I've already mentioned a few times in this video that this is the perfect screen for a home cinema, but you do need something else which is equally as important, because it's all very well having a great screen if you haven't got fantastic sound. Now, I've got this paired with the LG US 95TR. This is a 9.1.5 channel LG surround sound system, and it is quite breathtaking. The beauty with this setup, having the wireless TV and this soundbar, is the fact that it connects to the TV wirelessly. And it does that using LG's Wowcast technology, giving you completely instant, no lag at all, sound coming from your system. And with the rear speakers connected wirelessly as well, it's the perfect setup for a completely minimal home cinema environment. And here's an example of how it sounds. If you have got headphones, then do put those on, because you hopefully will get a better idea, because I am using one of these 360 microphones, so hopefully it will show you the sound coming from different areas. Here we go. Again, one of my favourite features on the range of QNED TVs this year is the local dimming, and this TV has advanced local dimming. It allows the TV to precisely control its backlight, so the bright highlights stand out without washing out the dark areas, and when you're watching a dark scene like this, it still feels immersive, with the details completely visible and even the details within the shadows. So the TV runs with an operating system of webOS 25, and this is an updated version of webOS from previous versions, but this time it's getting even cleverer because there's the addition of some AI and smart features. You've already got the AI Magic Remote, which people know about, but you've also got AI Voice ID. This is where the TV will recognize who's speaking and it will switch profiles automatically. You've got AI Concierge. This is where it will suggest shows and content based on your interests and on your viewing habits. And you've also got AI Chatbot, and this helps maybe troubleshoot issues quickly. So for instance, if you want to darken the screen or lighten and brighten the screen, then it will help you do that. And with the addition of AI Picture and Sound Wizard, I really do think that these two features for the average viewer are just amazing ways to set your TV up perfectly. Effectively, what you do with AI Picture Wizard is that you choose a selection of different images, and by the end of choosing these images, the TV will then be set up exactly how you like it. Now you can go back to a different setting if you wish, but again this year we've got Sound Wizard, and that does exactly the same. So you can go through the sound options and set the TV up so it sounds and looks exactly how you would prefer. No more fiddling in all of the menus, which can be very, very annoying. So that is a definite advantage. Okay, gaming. Now again, if you've got a big screen TV, one of the things that I can recommend 100% is gaming. It just creates that immersion that you just do not get on smaller TVs. But I was very, very dubious with this TV. The fact that it was wireless, was it going to feel like there was a big delay when you're playing fast-paced games? And it's very difficult to test for the average person, but I have got this input lag tester, and this confirms that there is no perceivable input lag. It is quite incredible. And when you're playing games, when you're operating the controller, when you're turning left and turning right, there is no obvious delay. And certainly there is nothing that would make you feel that the TV isn't connected with a lead or a cable to your console. It's exactly the same as playing it without. It is amazing how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but it just works. So you do not have to worry about that at all. And so you get the same immersion and the same comfort of playing incredible games on this TV. And you've got all of the streaming game options via the gaming portal, where you've got access to the third-party gaming apps, and you can then log into your accounts and play without any console. And as with the last year, you've got access to Game Optimizer just by a press of the settings button, and this gives you quick access to all of your gaming options, where you can go in and change different gaming types and access a lot more information. And you can also access the main Game Optimizer screen, where you can go in and again have the different options. And you've got the gaming capability of up to 144 Hz, even though this is a wireless TV. So that, my friends, is pretty impressive. Okay, my friends, so to wrap this thing up, if you're in the market for a completely wireless, clutter-free setup, then the QNED9M, together with the Zero Connect box, is the perfect setup for you. It does mean that you can have a completely wire-free environment without having to compromise on the picture quality and on the sound. And with these new QNED Evo TVs, they are packed full of the latest AI features. So hopefully you're getting the exact picture that you want, the exact sound that you want, about creating your own cinema at home. And for the gamers out there, again, there is no compromise. With up to 144 Hz wireless gaming, well, that's something which is going to blow your mind. And the fact that it's not connected at all is just, again, for me, it doesn't bear thinking about. I don't know how they do it, but it just works. So this TV is a great choice for anyone that's wanting a premium picture with all of the convenience of it being wireless. If you want to learn more, then please do check the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you on the next one.